Hi, Mr. Lee here again. So here's your tutorial with your exercises today. So you should have seen the first video already proving the triangle sum theorem. So we're going to apply that now. You just have to keep remembering all the angles in the triangle will have to add up to 180. Okay, so let's see some examples of how that gets applied. So here's your first exercise. We'll do a couple examples of each. So this one's going to start you off simple. Find the value of x in the triangle shown. So we have these two angles known, and we're trying to find this missing angle. So check it out. All three angles in the triangle have to add up to 180, right? So I'm writing an equation here. X plus 85 plus 67. All those three angles in the triangle have to add up to 180. That gives me an equation to solve to figure out what that missing angle is, right? And a lot of you are going to just do it this way. You can kind of take that total of 180 and then take the difference, right? Subtract your 85, subtract your 67, find the leftovers, which is going to be 28, okay? So some of this you can do in your head. Some you can kind of just run a calculation. But always know that if you want to, you can write a whole equation out if you want, okay? All right, so this one's going to be 28. Let's show one more example. And I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. Please pause and rewind the video as you need, okay? All right. So here's the second one. We got two angles here, 24 and 74. And then missing angle x here, same thing. All the angles in the triangle have to add up to 180, right? So x plus 24 plus 74 equals 180. Take that total, subtract the two that we know, and we get the difference. Okay, so that's all that one is. Let's go to some more complex ones. This is where you're really going to have to apply your knowledge of all these different types of angle pairs. So, got a lot going on here. Okay, so we first know that HI is parallel to JK. Okay, so we might have some examples of corresponding angles, alternate interior, right? All those different types that pop up in parallel lines. So we kind of have to solve a puzzle here, right? We might be able to find different angles that will then help us to find ultimately angle X. Okay, so angle X is over here. Let's start over here because we know some things already. So I'm actually going to label this angle right here, okay, because we can actually find it. We have 66, 56, and this angle creating a triangle. So let's go ahead and do our little equation, right? We'll call that, what do we want to call that? We'll call that just angle A, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. We're going to go A plus a 66 plus 56 has to equal 180, right? So do your little difference calculation. Total is 180. Subtract your 66. Subtract your 56. It's going to be 58. Okay, so let's go ahead and label that. A is also equal to 58. Okay, 58 degrees. Okay, so now check it out. In the very beginning, they said HI is parallel to JK. So HI is parallel to JK. In that context, your 58 degrees is actually a corresponding angle with angle X. So we solve for this angle over here, but that actually gives us info for angle X, which is also going to be 58 degrees. Okay, so that is a corresponding angle pair in those parallel lines. Okay, let's do one more here. All right, this one's interesting. So again, pause, rewind if you need to. I'm going to go through this fast. We have some parallel lines. So DE is parallel to FG. And then we have a pair of perpendicular lines. So KL forms a right angle with FG. So I can actually make my right angle symbol there. KL with FG, this is going to be a right angle. Okay, so that's going to give us the idea that this is actually 90 degrees. Let's go ahead and write that. Sometimes it helps just to write as much as you know. You may not use everything, but let's just write what we know. So that's 90 degrees. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, so solve the puzzle. Let's just start working our way around, see what we can label, see what we know, and ultimately we want to find angle X. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here, 62. There's a vertical angle right here. That's gonna be 62, right? So then check it out. I have another triangle here. It's going to be 180 minus 90 minus 62. So that's going to be 28. So this angle right here is 28. It's vertical with angle X. So your X is also 28.